Broly, one of the greatest antagonists in Dragon Ball. Even though he was not canon at the time, that did not stop fans from ranking him as one of the greatest antagonists. The question we are going to be answering today is how Broly became stronger in the second movie. Before we answer that, we have to take a look at what transpired in the first movie. If you want to get a sense of how goated Broly is, they gave him 3 movies back in the Dragon Ball Z era. In the first movie, Broly showed why the movie was called Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. Ordinary Super Saiyans were just no match for him. The Legendary Super Saiyan form bulks up the user tremendously, giving them insane destructive power to go along with impressive speed. This form and the Super Saiyan Grade 3 form are similar in looks and destructive power, but Broly did not become slower like Trunks did. Broly absolutely destroys the Z Fighters in the first movie, and if we're being real, it will be hard to imagine someone stronger than this beast. At the end of the first movie, Goku defeats Broly by absorbing the energy from the other Z Fighters. Goku was able to land a miracle blow on Broly. Yes, that is actually an official name for it, and with this blow, it looked like it would be the end for Broly. Broly was sent flying into the distance, and I'm sure every fan thought Broly was finished there. However, that was not the case. It turned out that after the miracle blow, Broly was sent to this Arctic location and he became frozen in ice for 7 years. This is actually crazy when you think about it. Broly was just chilling on Earth and no one noticed. As for his wounds healing, I guess the ice healed them. You would think after 7 years of just being frozen with no physical training, Broly would just be at the same strength we saw in the first movie, but that was not the case. Broly was much stronger in the second movie, and there's 2 things that could have increased his power. The first being a Zenkai Boost. You guys remember those Zenkai Boosts, right? If you don't know or remember, the Zenkai Boost is basically a power boost a Saiyan receives after losing a fight. Back in the Namek Saga, Vegeta made Krillin attack him because he wanted his power to increase so he can become a Super Saiyan. Goku's miracle blow on Broly could have very well led to a Zenkai Boost. No training would be necessary to get stronger with a Zenkai Boost. The second thing that could have led to Broly becoming stronger is mental training. While in the ice, Broly could have been training to keep his mental composure just like Frieza did when he was in Hell. By doing this, Frieza did become stronger. He did not do any physical training in Hell, he just did the mental training. Maybe Broly did the same thing that Frieza did. Now you might be saying Broly could not have been doing this because he was frozen, but if we take a look at another series, Attack on Titan, there's this character named Annie and she was also frozen in ice. She was able to hear and think about things while being frozen. Notice when Broly gets out of the ice, he is in this controlled Super Saiyan state that he did not possess in the first movie. When Broly fights Gohan, he completely outclasses him. By the way, this is post Cell Saga Gohan and he still had access to Super Saiyan 2. Even if you want to say that this Gohan that fought Broly in the second movie is weaker than the Gohan that fought Cell, we can all agree that this Gohan is stronger than Goku and the other Z fighters that Broly fought in the first movie, right? The question is, could this Gohan in the second movie defeat the Broly that was in the first movie? I would say it all depends if Gohan is pushed or not, but then again, Videl was in danger in the second movie and Gohan was still not able to overpower Broly. It took the power of Gohan, Goten, and Goku to overpower Broly, which is insane. It makes sense though, when Goku came they were able to overpower Broly because this version of Goku had 7 years of training in the other world after the Cell Saga. He was significantly stronger, and although he didn't show them, I'm sure he had the Super Saiyan 2 and 3 forms in his arsenal. Goku is him for real. He didn't want to show off and go into Super Saiyan 3 to defeat Broly, so he settled for the regular Super Saiyan form. Although I do think a fight between post Cell Saga Goku and second movie Broly would be interesting. Then again, there is what Takeo Koyama, the writer for the Dragon Ball Z anime, said in an interview. Even including the TV anime, nobody exists in the world who's stronger than Broly. I mean, even Vegeta, Prince of the Saiyans, was trembling in fear. I felt that there's no way that kind of mightiest being would die in a single outing. After all, there were kids who cried at Broly's overwhelming strength when they saw Burn Up at Shueisha's preview screening. It's always difficult coming up with an enemy for Goku because I'd constantly have to escalate their strength, so he ended up appearing 3 times. So Takeo Koyama does say with the other antagonists he would have to escalate their strength so they could be a match for Goku, but he did not have to do that with Broly. How it is worded, it does sound like Broly had the same strength he had in the first movie, but anyone that has watched the second movie would see that he was much stronger and dangerous. Even when post Cell Saga Goku came in and joined the fight, Broly was still pushing them back. And to be honest, if it was not for Trunks, Broly may have won this beam struggle. Hey, Goku was only in Super Saiyan though. I do believe if he was in Super Saiyan 3 while in the beam struggle, they would have overwhelmed Broly and they would have needed Trunks' help. It is kind of hard to disagree with what the writer of a series has to say, but as a fan that has watched Dragon Ball Z multiple times, I don't think he was the strongest character in all of Dragon Ball Z. I will say he's easily top 10, but the strongest? Nah. There's characters like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Mystic Gohan, Buhan, Kid Buu, and even Vegito. We saw in the DBS Broly movie, that version of Broly was an absolute beast too, but the power of fusion between Goku and Vegeta was able to overpower him. Super Saiyan Vegito in the Buu saga will overpower DBZ Broly. So Broly in the second movie was definitely stronger than he was in the first movie. He became stronger from either the Zenkai Boost or the mental training like Frieza did. However, he is not the strongest DBZ character, but he did have the potential to be. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Broly was stronger in the second movie, or would you say he had the same strength he had in the first movie? Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video we do. Have a great day, guys.